Good afternoon, dear viewers. It's come to my attention that, earlier today I did my reaction video to the new Halo Paramount Plus series, which I'm still looking forward to, and I hope you are too. And if you haven't seen that video, please check it out, as well as like, share, subscribe, and all that great stuff. And I'm recording this to you right now while I am behind the wheel of my car, because I'm worried if I don't do it now, I'm probably not going to get around to it. So I've been informed that today Sony has bought Bungie, the former makers of Halo, current makers of Destiny, and also the creators of Marathon. And first of all, I am a huge Xbox fan and a huge Halo fan, as I have stated in the previous video. That Halo replaced that void Dave Filoni and Disney carved out of my heart when it came to Star Wars. So Halo has been a wonderful replacement for that. And so Halo is a huge part of me. Like, it is one of my favorite game franchises. It means a lot to me. I remember playing the games. I remember when I first played the game so long ago, and it just brings me back to a time with my friends in middle school and high school, a time that really that isn't there anymore. And I owe that to Bungie. I think they are a great company when they were at their prime, which was Halo. But I haven't played Destiny. I haven't played Destiny 2. I haven't really kept in line with them because really there wasn't anything left for me over there or with the company. So, having said that, Bungie are the ones responsible for, as I stated, Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo ODST, Halo Reach. They're the studio that made them, and they're the originators. They're the ones who started this craze. They pioneered the first FPS genre in ways that we have really yet to see ever since then. They basically revolutionized multiplayer game format for a lot of people, and myself, Halo was one of the initial multiplayer games that drove me to Xbox Live. So it's funny, I'm talking about how Star Wars means nothing to me. The people in front of us have a Rebel Alliance symbol on their van. But when it comes to Sony now acquiring Star Wars, not Star Wars, Bungie, this is interesting because Halo has always been, in my mind, now correct me if I'm wrong, has always been this thing that's kind of not just Bungie but Microsoft. Master Chief has always been like this spokesman, this mascot for the Xbox console. Without Halo, Xbox wouldn't be what it is today. I think that's fair to say. I think that's a fair assumption. That's a fair statement that I'm sure a lot of people can agree with. So with Sony buying Bungie, I don't know what this means for Halo. If Halo is going to be joining the PlayStation Network, because of Bungie. But having said that, I mean, it would make sense because these games, they were made by Bungie. They're owned by Bungie, or they're licensed under Bungie. But having said that, they're not the ones in charge of Halo anymore. It's 343. So first off, PlayStation they definitely don't have Infinite, Guardians, Halo Wars 2, or Halo 4. The 343 studio, the games made by 343. They do not own those games. They don't own any of those events. They don't own those properties. That's what I would think, because they do not own 343 as a studio. So the future of Halo still belongs to Microsoft, to Xbox, and to PC gamers, which I am not one. It's too expensive of a hobby for me, or of a hobby for me to be invested in, and I still like the physical copies of games. Sorry if I'm looking this way, the camera's over here and whatever. But I don't know if this means Halo will be a PlayStation game now, because like I said, like I keep saying that, you know, Halo was made by Bungie, and it's part of their gaming catalog, but I don't know to what extent, because Microsoft still owns, like, I think they own the rights to Halo as well. So that'll be a very interesting topic for the coming future, if in fact Halo does go to Sony, or the original Halo games under Bungie go to are now shared with Sony. Because let's be honest, they are not making Halo console exclusive. It's been out for Xbox for way too long, and honestly, by this point, if you were a PlayStation fan and you wanted to play Halo, you probably would have played it on the computer. That's my genuine thought, is if you were interested at all in Halo, you probably would have played it on the PC at some point. Which brings me up to the idea that Sony really just did this out of spite. That's what I genuinely believe. I think they saw that Halo is getting a new Paramount Plus series, which I just talked about. I did a review about it earlier today. And I think they looked at this situation, they thought, how can we mess with them? They're going to get their live action series. How can we mess with that? And how can we get under their skin? And I think buying Halo or Bungie was a great way to do it. If you want to piss off the hardcore Xbox fans, that's a surefire way to do it. And they bought it for like $3 billion at least, which is a lot. I mean, granted, Microsoft threw out way more money for Activision and Bethesda, but those two companies actually have more of a digital catalog of games to show for it. It's not like Sony is trying to buy Capcom, for example, that has Dead Rising, Dino Crisis, Resident Evil, Dead Rising, Street Fighter, Final Fight, or I think that's all these, this whole catalog, this wide, huge gallery and variety of games. That'd be one thing, which I personally doubt Sony would actually have the money for. I think if Microsoft really wanted to stick it to them, they could try and buy Capcom and just be like, oh, okay, shut up now. But Bungie, at least to my understanding, to my knowledge, they only have Marathon, Halo, and Destiny. Those 3 franchises. Which leads me to believe that they really just did this out of resentment, out of spite, because Microsoft just bought Activision not that long ago, which would be. I don't really care about Call of Duty. I've never played Overwatch, World of Warcraft, none of that. So to each their own. If you want to play, if that was exclusive, fine. But Activision, I could really care less. But Bethesda, on the other hand, they're still making all these games, and they did Elder Scrolls Fallout, which I am currently working on a video game pitch idea for, my entry into a Fallout game. So you should definitely check that out. I hope to have it out by February, the end of this month, February. But Bungie, really the only thing that they're doing right now is Destiny. I'm not that super in-depth and well in tuned with what's going on, what they're doing nowadays about this, or like whatever games they're planning on doing. So to my knowledge, it's only Destiny that they've been working on. And to have bought this series, a company that really only is working on one thing at the moment, I think they're just, which is Destiny, and it's, to my understanding, lukewarm at best. Like, it has its fans, but it's not the groundbreaking success that Halo is, which I think was the real purpose of this. And Sony just did this just to spite Microsoft for buying Activision and Bethesda. What better way to royally piss off Xbox fans than to buy an entry or one of their flagship game franchises, being Halo. If I seem like I'm talking in circles, it's really because driving down the road trying to make sure I don't hit a car, but still be able to talk to you, dear viewers. It happens, which is why I definitely don't suggest you doing this. But like I said, back to the point, I wouldn't put it past Sony just to do this, just to spite Microsoft, just to rub it in their face, because Sony have been the ones to pay companies to keep games exclusive for them. They're the ones who made Spider-Man exclusive rights for Sony, which, I mean, they own the film, the character, and when Marvel was going bankrupt way back when, but that's neither here nor there. But they own the rights to Spider-Man, so they can do whatever the hell they want. But I think it's interesting that out of all the time they could have done this, they just do it right when Halo, a TV series, is being announced. And this is the same group that tried to make Final Fantasy a console exclusive, that pays other studios to ensure that they get, that their games are exclusive to them, or they get early, or the game is released early on their system. I think that's very telling of what Sony is as a company and what they do in general. And let's be honest, I won't lie, I am upset about it. Halo is one of my favorite franchises, and it's encapsulating of the Xbox brand, of the game platform. The whole franchise of Xbox has its ties, long-standing ties with Halo. And to have PlayStation come along, Sony come along, and buy it, I think is understandable why that's very upsetting to a lot of people. Why it would upset a lot of people, and that's why Sony did it. So, at most, they just bought 4 games. Well, they bought the 4 Halo games. Potentially. Maybe 5. Halo, Halo 2, 3, ODST, and Reach. Yep, 5. And Reach being my favorite Xbox 360 game. I love that game. It means a lot to me, and I just thought it was the best of the Halo franchise. But I wouldn't say that they'll be able to do anything beyond Halo after the release of Halo Reach, which was Bungie's last game with the franchise. I doubt they'll do anything beyond that because, simply put, they don't own Halo 4, 5, or Infinity. I'm sorry. Shouldn't really be driving and doing a video at the same time, I'm telling you. But if you think of anything, if you have any thoughts or comments about this video or this news, please let me know, dear viewers. I'd love to know what you guys think. I am a little upset about this, but oh well. I mean, at least it's not Disney buying Halo. Dear God, I don't know what I'd do. That would be a bad day for everybody. That would be a bad day for everybody. Disney just needs to stay the hell out of gaming in general. But what do you think, dear viewers? Should I be worried, or what do you think, dear viewers? Comment below, let me know what you think. Wish me luck as I get to work. As I said, I wanted to try and get this out before I got to work and lost track of doing this later on down the line while the the stove was hot or whatever. Strike while the iron's hot or whatever, and just get this out while the event is still fresh and just give my 2 cents on it. I don't have any information in front of me to read off of. I'm just giving you my thoughts on it, like untarnished, non-fact enforced whatever BS. What do you think? Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay healthy, stay happy. Do it. Ooh, lemonade, fresh squeezed. But have a wonderful day, and I hope you all take care. And like, favorite, and subscribe, dear viewers. Have a great day.